Welcome back to the Aquamaring Grand Prix. This track has a wave-like first sector, like what an ocean does. Then we go down a quick left, then a hard right, two right turns. So the ideal line is to stay on the left side, but there is a chevron there that prevents you. But if you do stay on the left side, you can go here, bounce off this curb, and then launch straight towards the drop without hitting the shark fin. And then going down the spike moguls, going to the left of the split, and then shooting right, and then bouncing with a lot of speed, rounding these final few turns. And then there you go. That's the racetrack. This track is is pretty short compared to most other tracks, but let's take a look at our competitors. We got Orange and Red Eye, the two winners. Then we got Mallard, then Honey, then Cloudy and Bolt, Snowy and Cerulean, Ocean and Pulsar, rounding out the top 10. Speedy and Pinky Panther, Wispy and Tumult, Ruzzy and Yellow, not Yellow. And Marbles are really happy that Yellow isn't going to face traumas again at this track, especially after qualifying. Skip and Lime, and finally Mimo and Ecto. All these racers are ready to race at the Aquamaring Grand Prix. Origin on pole, and in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're off. Origin tries to hold off Mallard from behind, but cannot. Mallard takes P1 immediately. Origin does get it back briefly before getting shoved. Red Eye gets up into second and is now challenging. Wispy, who fell back, who started in the back of the pack, is all the way up into the top spot. But Speedy takes over. But here comes Snowy and Origin with Mallard up front. Skip also there for the Jungle Jumpers. Very surprising runner up to the top 3 as we're entering lap number 2. Mellow Yellow still facing traumas, and I guess Yellow, even though it's not Yellow, is facing them. As they're entering the second lap through the banked first sector, Origin tries to handle it better than Mallard. Speedy also gains speed and is trying to take the ideal line, but barely misses it. Bolt gets by. Mallard loses the lead. This is a 13-lap race. As we're entering lap number 3, Mallard drops to third as Origin takes P1, but almost loses it to Bolt as we're entering lap number 3. Red Eye, all the way in 19th, started in P2. Snowy, though, actually went into the safety marble lane. I don't know what happened. Speedy trying to get by Mallard. Mallard does not defend perfectly, and Speedy gets by. But Mallard gets by right before the drop before Speedy tries to get it by again. Mallard gets up to second as we're about to enter lap number 4. Origin, the former winner at this track, at the Aquamaring. And we're about to enter lap number 4 with the lead. On this 13-lap race, this track is extremely short. Origin, the really only long sector is this first sector, where it is a wave. Speedy is also there as well. Mallard retakes P1, but it's unable to defend entering those 2 turns before the drop. Origin takes P1 as we're entering lap number 5 of 13. The Bolt around the outside shoots by Mallard and goes to the inside to get by Origin. Bolt, amazing run. Mallard gets back up to second and now is challenging for the lead. Ecto from dead last is there as well on the 5th lap of 13. Here comes Speedy. Speedy also hounding by, almost takes P1 there. But Mallard is stuck, but is free. Brief Yellow. But Mallard's back into the race, but fell back significantly. Origin takes the lead, Speedy and Ecto. Speedy hits the split head on and loses 2 positions. Entering lap number 6, Origin building the O-Rangers. Leading into nearly the halfway mark with P1. Ecto trying to get by Origin. Here comes Bolt and Speedy, Bolt, a little bit aggressive. Let Speedy get by. Here comes Plasma. Ecto goes around the outside and takes P1. Ecto, out of nowhere, Speedy also gets by. Origin struggles on this lap. Tumult also struggles a little bit, and is losing multiple positions just as Origin is. As we're entering lap number 7, Ecto leads the race as Speedy is in second place. No other incidents so far. Yellow did get by Red Eye, but Red Eye gets it back on the chicane. Speedy Ecto gets a little bit of a struggle on that turn. That lets Speedy get right there. Speedy right on the tail of Ecto. Little bit of a struggle for both competitors, and Speedy hits the split head on. That lets Lime get into second place as Bolt blunders second place that they would have gotten from Speedy. Tumult's there as well. About to enter lap number 8, Ecto. Will this be Team Plasma's first victory? We have not seen Team Plasma win at all. And this might be their first win. Speedy trying to get by Bolt. Bolt there. Lime there as well. Tumult falls. Tumult's out of the top 3. Speedy gets up to second. Third, I should say. I forgot Lime was there. Bolt trying to hold on. Here comes Pinky Panther. Pinky Panther gets by many of them. Got pole position last time out as we're entering lap number 9 of 13. 5 laps to go. Ecto's lead has dropped significantly. Lime's trying to cut into it. The first sector is very important, and Ecto handles it pretty well. Tumult had third place, but loses out to Bolt. Orange trying to make a recovery. Ecto almost is right there. Is Lime. Red Eye's about to get lapped. Lime goes to the outside, tries to make the move, doesn't get there. Lime to the inside. Ecto does not see, and Lime around the final turn around the outside takes the lead entering lap number 10. What an incredible run from the Limers. Lime tries to hold it back, but Ecto gets it back on turn 3. Lime gets it back on turn 5 briefly before losing it out. Ecto holds P1. Lime gets a better drop and takes P1 back. Amazing battle between the two runners. As we're entering lap 11, Ecto takes it back around the third to last turn, but Lime gets it back around this penultimate turn, entering lap 11 of 13. 3 laps to go. Ecto versus Lime. Limers has not won a race, even though they gotten very close many times. Bolt gets by Ecto. Ecto is fading. Ecto does try to get it back right before the second sector, as we're entering lap number 12 of 13. Nice run from Lime. Now trying to stretch the lead. Red Eye trying to not get lapped as we're entering lap 12. Bolt around the outside gets by Ecto. Speedy there as well. Still trying to, Ecto goes around the inside, takes over as we're entering lap 12. 2 laps to go. Yellow is out. What happened to Yellow? Here comes Mallard. Limers' lead. Is this going to be the Limers' first victory ever in a Marbula 1 type sport, really? Red Eye is about to get lapped. Red Eye is able to hold off as we're entering the final lap. Lime has P1, followed by Mallard and Bolt. Plasma has dropped in many spots. Final lap. Limers can't get by Red Eye and lap them. Red Eye is just able to handle this sector perfectly. Lime's lead is dropping. Speedy's trying to make a move on Tumult. Lime does get by Red Eye, but Red Eye gets amazing drop. Trying to get back its position and does. Here comes Mallard. Has to defend. Lime goes a little slow, and that lets Mallard take the lead briefly before Tumult takes it back. Tumult rounds the final turn and will win. Honey in second, followed by Mallard and Lime. What an incredible race at the Aquamaring. Lime once again blundered it at the Aquamaring. Absolutely devastating. Very unfortunate race for Origin. Had a really bad run. Red Eye is trying to not get lapped right now, but is looking like it's being unsuccessful in doing that endeavor. But Red Eye will finish off 19th place, no matter what will happen. Snowy will get dead last for not being in the race. Lime blundered it again on the 13th lap of the 13-lap race at the Aquamaring. Congratulations to Tumult, who won and then to Bumble and Mallard for the top 3 spots. Honey and Mallard, not Bumble. Incredible race for the Green Ducks, who made a comeback. But incredible race from Tumult, who did not lead this race up until the very end. And that's when it matters the most. So congratulations, Sumo. But that will be it for the Aquamaring race. Next race is guaranteed to be at the Arctic Circuit. See you then.